Yo, 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 what it do, family? High value basketball. Back once again with the best basketball commentary on this side of the whole entire planet. LeBron James got booed at the Super Bowl. And in response to him getting booed, and I wouldn't even say it was a heavy boo, it was like a mild applause mixed with a smattering of boos, like a 50-50, maybe 60-40 boos. In response to the crowd, good old LeBron, he puts a crown on his own head, gesturing a big F you, essentially, to everybody booing him. And on one end, that actually is pretty kind of cool, kind of funny, like, but on the other end, this is just another declaration and affirmation to the truth of the matter of the fact that the majority of people are not on the LeBron James bandwagon. In spite of all of his accomplishments, in spite of him becoming the NBA's all-time leading scorer, and will continue to push that record forward. Folks just ain't feeling the kid, man. We just not feeling the kid. I'm making this video just to, of course, record the history because it was epic and kind of funny. And the histrionics of LeBron, they do it once again. It's a lot of folks say, man, LeBron, you keep doing it to yourself with this stuff, man. Dude could have just left it be, waved his hand, put his little one up. That would have been fine. Would have shot off the little Joe Namath imagery with the one. I mean, he is the number one scorer. Cool. But the man's ego couldn't stand the fact that the folks wasn't feeling him. So he had to go on top of that and dub himself again, as he has always dubbed himself, the king or the greatest or whatever you want to call it. He does this little gesture on top of his own head to basically shove it back at the crowd. And then he went and sat back down. Just got to say, for all of the LeBron fans and everything that's out there, yo, it's okay to be a LeBron fan. It's okay to think that he is great. And it's okay to think that he is the GOAT in your personal eyes. It really is. But when we talk about the actual GOAT of any sport, a part of the reason why someone is the GOAT of that particular sport is because there is a general consensus. It is because everybody who looks and sees can affirmatively point at, you know what? That's the dude right there. I mean, we look at it religiously. I'm not a Christian, but in the vast majority of people's eyes, at least in the West anyway, they see Jesus as that guy. There's this consensus kind of thing going on with that person, which gives him the influence in the culture and in religion and everything else that he has. It's not that debated. Of course, it is debated when you get into all of the, extra woke stuff and blah, 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 blah. But the point is, which y'all know I'm getting at, is there's an overwhelming majority of people who are seeing something and they are declaring it one thing. That is what is a part of these GOAT situations with these athletes. And that's of all sports, not just the NBA. And LeBron fans, you have to understand that if this is so highly contested by people, that means the man isn't the GOAT. Seeing in the blogs and on, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. All of these folks is below, y'all are just boomers, or this is the old generation, or why y'all just haters, and this, that, and the third. Yo, they at the Super Bowl with real people, real life, real time. Those same Super Bowl fans, they probably seen Michael Jordan play. They probably didn't seen other greats play. And they've also seen LeBron play. And when we give all of this pushback to LeBron, it's not because he's not great, or we're just ignoring his greatness. It is because of the inflation of the narrative and the inflation of all of these histrionics that keep pushing an agenda for this man to be higher in the totem pole than what he actually is. And because everyone in a basic general consensus in a similar form, the vast majority of people are on the other side of the GOAT fence with this dude. Hence, we get the moments where he is booed at the Super Bowl. So this is a message for the haters out there. For the LeBron lovers out there. Folks ain't just haters because they don't want to accept the fact that he was just better and there's a new GOAT and move over. There's a new sheriff in town and da 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 da. Dude, we don't want him to be our sheriff because we realize the sheriff can't shoot straight. We don't want him to protect the city because we know he may not actually show up when we need him to protect the city. We don't want him to be the new sheriff because he may collude with the enemy and then go join on their side and then blow up our city. There's so much going on with the LeBron narrative that the man has to be booed because people who understand general sports history, they want to preserve it. So the man is going to get booed and shot down at every public instance where he can outside of the sycophant fans and the internet people who just inflate this man's ego because, you know, instead of just one person saying, oh, he's the GOAT, that one person can say it 47 times now because you're on the internet and you can inflate the narrative. So because LeBron is such a internet-based superstar, he is the first social media era star, he is getting this large push of inflation because people can spam their opinion. However, reality struck at this daggone Super Bowl and it put everything back into context. The man is great. The man is historic. But if he was the king, as you can see as he just gestured, he would be a tyrant king ready to chop off people's heads who did not agree with his decisions. And that is not a king that I want to be a part of. Shout out to High Value Basketball. Catch you on the next one.